I'm gonna see how my reception go because I'm on the a train traveling like to another state. So, but I wanted to come and talk to you guys about this. I know like it seems like I always got something to do when breaking news happens apparently. But see if a few of y'all is gonna join me. That is crazy. That whole video that she did, like, I just was like, girl, you sitting up here crying, snotting out the nose, like, and still refusing to just like fully take accountability. She's still maintaining, hey, K Shaw, she's still maintaining the fact that she didn't know about the 30,000 and she saw it with us. Didn't know I had a channel. I do have a channel. Make sure you subscribe, boo, and hit the like button on your way in. She's continuously maintaining. Can y'all hear me? Because I'm trying not to talk loud because I'm like in public. Hey, you love my look. Thank you. She's maintaining the fact that she saw and heard about the $30,000 on television. I did tell her to cry. Yo, I legit was like, she better cry. But she still refused to throw her husband under the bus because I would have been like, it's my husband and them for. I don't even know what happened. She did say, I didn't steal the money. She never said my husband didn't steal the money. Oh, sorry, love. Let me see if I can pick it. My suitcase is rolling. She never said, how do you close this? Oh, God, it's a lot going on. But anyways, we're going to push through. She never said the things. Let me see if I can grab it. So she never, never mind, y'all. Anyways, I'm gonna just keep talking. If y'all can't hear me, let me know in the comment section. She never said that her husband didn't do it. Y'all notice how she kind of skirted around it. She just keeps saying, I didn't steal the money from my sister. However, she lied like a Persian motherfucking rug talking about, oh, my sister, I saw like everybody else, I watched it on the TV with y'all. Girl, y'all filmed that television show months ago. You been had ample opportunity to talk to your sister, but you decided to block everybody. That's what you did. Like literally, Candy and them had been doing a promo, tour, going to different radio stations, and this is like a week or so ago, way less than a month ago, when they literally was like, none of us have her number. Tamika said this. Candy said this, and it was like, oh, Tiny has her number. And then they also was saying that she was doing like a release party or something, and she was like, oh, telling Tiny, oh, you can invite the girls. So now you sitting up here crying with snot dripping down, talking about, I saw it on the TV just like y'all. Girl, you was there in the scene. Why didn't you resolve that with your sister before it had to hit the fan so big? It's because you didn't think that your sister was gonna grow up here and actually expose you for the snake in the grass that you and your husband is. And she gonna come out and say, oh, I'm hurting too, like being a big sister, and the brat seemed like she was coming for me, and I don't understand. Like, she just really throws rocks and hides her hand. And y'all know I hate using the term play the victim. I don't like that because we all, are sometimes victim of circumstances, situations, people, places, and things. But it's entirely up to you whether or not you choose to live in victimhood. And she is not even a victim. And the fact that she's going as hard, it's just like, that is what gets me. It's mind-boggling. The brat just maintained the fact that she actually was there. Latoxic couldn't pull the wool over the brat's eyes because she literally was there. So it's like, the brat was giving her own personal account of seeing the interaction between the group. And the fact that she's constantly saying, I didn't know Candy was sad. Yes, you did know Candy was sad. You said that you saw her crying. And you said that she would be upset because of the singing and this or that. You said, like, it's just so, like, she just keep getting caught up in a web of lies. And she's like, oh, we all were helping each other. I'm trying to understand what's going on. Girl, ain't nothing to understand but the simple fact that you stole your sister's money. Pay that lady back her money. She's talking about, I got receipts too. Why you didn't show none of your receipts? You clearly don't have receipts. You just grasping at straws to try and save face. And she showed her hotel room and panned around like, oh, look, I'm by myself. Girl, you got a ring light. That is not a natural, like, impromptu, I'm just crying, I'm about to go live. You knew what you was doing, and your husband could have easily went for a walk. We're not, do they really think we're that dumb? Speaking of her husband, The fact that she's like, oh, we have an open marriage. I feel so bad for married women, and this is why I always tell y'all, right? I'm not against marriage. I think it could be beautiful when done for the right reasons and when you actually find someone that you're compatible with and y'all really want to live life together. But just for the sake of saying you have a husband, it's not fucking worth your sanity. It's not worth being embarrassed. Men will embarrass the fuck out of you. And because you took those vows, and you know, she's a devout Christian, so she says, especially overtly religious women, they like use Christianity to put up with a bunch of bullshit, and it's really sad and disheartening. But now she's coming out and saying that they're in an open marriage. Oh damn, my reception went out. Oh no. Am I back? Okay, I'm back. Yeah, my reception might be a little shoddy, y'all, so y'all gotta excuse me, but I really did just want to come and talk to you guys about this. Hey, Norris. So the fact that now she's saying that she's in an open marriage because there's multiple mistresses that's coming out. It's not just the unique chick that was on the Tasha K show. She's not the only one. There's multiple women that are coming out of the woodworks, and he's just messy. And I think a lot of women, they say, oh, I have an open marriage so their husband could cheat in peace and so that they don't feel as humiliated. That's humiliating. It's embarrassing. When you're a public figure, you have a husband that's cheating on you all over the town, doing disgusting and deplorable things, threatening your sister, hacking into your sister's phone to see her nudes. Like, why would you even want to be with somebody like that? I just really don't understand. It's really sad. I could just pray for Tasha that she grows a backbone and recognize that she could do so much better. Exactly, and an open marriage goes both ways. She don't have no man. You think that man really gonna allow his his wife to go out and get another partner? And that it'd be that part for me, and that's why I don't agree with that. Like, sometimes people really do have open marriages, and sometimes people really are poly, and sometimes people really are, dating multiple people. But if you're the only one that's allowed to partake in that lifestyle, it's not real. It's just so you could cheat in peace. Period. I don't believe her. I still feel like she's lying. Yeah, and her mom controls Latocha. I believe that, and I feel like her mother, her and her husband were all in on it, and they all split those checks. And her husband came out and said, once again on Tasha K, they mix up the sisters' checks, and Tasha was supposed to be getting more than Tamika anyway. So they justified the fact that they were committing fraud by feeling that Tasha deserves that. Tasha is not Beyonce. She does not have solo mainstream appeal. She just doesn't. If she did, she would have achieved that by now with all of the access that she has. Like, I could see if she was just a woman from the backwoods or the sticks somewhere that was just trying to make it with no access and no resources. Girl, you literally was signed to Jay-Z. You have platinum records. If Fetch didn't happen by now, it's just never gonna happen. And it is what it is. Maybe she's supposed to be a writer. Maybe she should develop another girl group. I don't know. But I just feel like her calling, and look, even the fact that she's trying to release a gospel album and all of this came out, like, girl, that's because you're really not godly. Like, you don't walk in the light. If you did, this wouldn't have happened, because you wouldn't have this type of background. You wouldn't have this type of carbon footprint. But the fact that you do is a testament to who you actually are. When you try to do things that goes against who you are, you disturb the demons and the spirits and whatever else, and it never lets it work. I was just telling somebody that today, like, we try to make things work, but when it's not, it's gonna blow up in every time, because it's just not meant to be. Tasha, I just don't think I don't think it's meant for you to have this solo career. You're like, oh, I just want to sing. I didn't know what I signed up for. I just want to sing. Girl, you've been on 3 reality TV shows. I'm gonna need you to stop lying and acting like you're a damsel and you just so delusional and blind and deaf and dumb and mute. Like, it's just getting played out. You know what's going on. You absolutely do. You absolutely know what's going on. And the fact that you apologize to fans and everybody else and then put your sister on the back burner of that apology, it was so backhanded, undermining, and fake and phony. Like, I don't believe for 1 second that she's actually sorry. I think she's just coming out doing all of this because she didn't expect the backlash. She never expected for people to rally behind her sister. She banked on the fact that she was able to bully and emotionally manipulate her sister since the beginning of their sisterhood. And it just don't work no more. And now that it doesn't, and the cat's out the bag, she's scrambling. She don't know what to do. I said she needed to cry, so she got that part down But she needs to throw her husband under the bus and leave him. That's the only way she will be able to redeem herself. And I stand. That's my opinion, and I'm going to stick beside it. Which let me see. Do you think Candy dated Rocky first? I just saw Tasha K saying that. I mean, you know, the industry is small. I don't know if she slept with him, but clearly she didn't want him, so she, you know, let him go. But I don't know. People, you know, when you in a small circle, people be dating. Everybody be dating some and everybody, so it's not far-fetched to think that maybe. But I know for sure, I really do believe for sure that Rocky, I know for sure, he stole them checks. And the fact that she's trying to say that Tiny's mother is lying, what does that little old lady got to lie for? Why would she lie? She just needs to be honest and be like, yo, like, and I feel like she was trying to, but she held her back. She was policing herself a lot, you could tell. Even though she wasn't reading from a teleprompter this time, she was still very, like, calculated in what she said as to not say the wrong thing. She was so calculated. And moving forward, I hopefully they could get through this, but if my sister did all of that to me, I would never be able to forgive her. Like, I probably would see her out at family events and just say hello, but to, like, have that same bond and to trust her, never. I would never. If I was Tamika, I would never be able to forgive Latocha. I just wouldn't. Her daughter is Tiny, a singer, songwriter. That is exactly, like, what does she need to lie for? Miss Diane not trying to get clout. She's not trying to get a check. Her daughter and her son-in-law got way more money than Latocha. What would she lie for? I would sue my sister if I had one. Honestly, the only way that she could do that, she would have to pursue legal charges, and Tamika don't want to lock her sister up. And I think that's another reason why Latasha's trying to cry and be like, I'm sorry, I want to make this up, I want to get, because what do you do next after that expose she did? The next step would be to seek legal action, and Latasha's not ready for all of that. Like, she not about that life, and she gives me vibes like she would take the bid and do the time for her husband. Like, I feel like she's that brainwashed by him. I really honestly do. I don't know. I just hope that she comes out and just say she was coerced. Like, hey, M. Shantae, thank you. Like, she gonna have to, Tamika want family, and she said that was the reason she didn't sue her sister. Exactly, but how much could you let somebody take advantage of you? Like, that's not fair. And mentally, could you imagine the toll that has taken on Tamika? And Latasha said, well, we all was going through financial trouble at the time. That's all the more reasons why you would steal the money. You are given probable cause. You are given a motive. You just gave us a motive, sis. You didn't have no money. So clearly you and your husband stole your sister's checks. It makes perfect sense. And y'all was living with your mother. Your mother got a cut. And that's why Tamika said, my mother said, you don't know what she was going through. None of it is okay, but I'm about to go because this is all shaky and noisy. I just needed to come and talk to you guys about this because I didn't want to, go, like, miss giving my social commentary on the tea. But I will see you guys either mañana, if not, absolutely the day after. Be good. Show up as her. Be her. Be him. Show up as him. Don't let nobody play in your motherfucking face. But Latasha got her checks too. Yeah, but they wanted to buy a house. They wanted to get them cars. So the more checks, the better. I love y'all. Have a good weekend. Be good. If you're going to drink, make sure you hydrate yourself. Get you some electrolytes. Get you some coconut water. Yes, and make sure you sign up for my Patreon. I will be releasing content on there this weekend for the first time. I'm really excited about that. Shouts out to my Patreons. Shouts out to my members. Thank you guys for rocking with me. I love y'all. Y'all know y'all my day ones. We constantly growing. Slow and steady wins the race. We're going to look back on these times and be like, oh my God, I remember. Yes, K-Shaw. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Bye, love bugs. See y'all soon.